Revelation 4439. From the 22nd of September 1948. Thought material. Emanations of spiritual beings. The-Wisp. How you utilize the thoughts you receive is decisive for your development. Light and dark beings try to influence you mentally, forces which are full of truthful knowledge and those which oppose everything that is truth, partly out of their own ignorance, but partly also out of evil motives, in order to destroy everything that signifies light and strength. These beings now fight for the possession of your will. They seek to transfer their thoughts to you. These play around you like waves, and your will now accepts them or rejects them. That is, the heart takes them up and forwards them to the brain where they are processed. Thus they are called to the human being's memory if he wants to utilize them, or he rejects them by not first feeding them to the brain for processing. Thus he drops them. The thought only becomes conscious when the intellect deals with it. Yet the human being himself is not the originator of the thought, but it is emanations from the spiritual kingdom which can touch the human being as rays of light, or also as a deceptive light which then accompanies him as a shadow, that he thus walks in darkness. But the human being does not feel darkness because, as long as he does not walk in the light, he turns to will-o'-the-wisps. Thus he believes to be in the light which, however, spreads no light, radiates no warmth, which illuminates nothing but is only a blinding light. If the thought material is now to be utilized, then it turns out what effect it has, for the right light, the true thoughts, will ignite and let a little light flare up again everywhere, whereas a dazzling light has no strength to give off a glow but is well accepted by people who walk in darkness because they don't know the bright, radiant light of truth and have not yet felt its effect on themselves. And the thought material can now be worked with, whether it flows from the knowing spiritual world or from the forces of darkness, only it will have a different effect on the distributing and the receiving person. Whoever passes on true thought material will always receive more and more, whether he also constantly gives it away, and his soul will develop upwards. It will stand in ever brighter light, recognize everything and understand everything, for light has an exceedingly beneficial effect. But anyone who passes on erroneous thought material will still walk in darkness and feel that he is not bringing any light into this darkness, only believing to be temporarily in the light through the flashing of will-o'-the-wisps, only to fall into even deeper darkness afterwards. He will remain without understanding despite the supply of thought material. The darkness around him will not recede until he is touched by the rays of a right light, until he accepts the mental inspirations from the kingdom of light, thus surrenders himself to the influence of knowing beings which alone can impart light and truth to him. Amen.